Of course, it's gonna come out the other way. That remained to be expected. That Again, you see how I don't react anymore. I just don't react anymore. And what happened? Oh, oh, yeah. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It won't let me uh, do it any other way. Let's see. What is that here? What is it saying there? Share, save, highlights. No, none of that. None of that. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I know it's been a couple of days. I've been getting a makeover, getting my hair done, getting back to my gold and silver, you know, uh, you know, getting ready to fly out to go on a business trip in Birmingham, Ghostbuster activity. I do that as a shaman, so I have to go and take care of some demonic spirits that don't want to leave a certain property. I'm a wealthy person, so I've been hired to go and handle it. So I'll be in Birmingham. For those of you who live in Birmingham, I will be in Birmingham. Okay? I'll be staying though in the suburbs with this person for 9 days. I leave next week. Okay? And then I've been dealing with a couple of other business deals going on and things like that, right? And also, taking time for me, right? Me time. I'm using my suitcase to sit because I don't have furniture yet, right? I don't have furniture yet. And I'm gonna take time before I do that. I'm gonna take time before I do that because the situation that's happening with my inheritance, it seems to be working in my favor. I'm gonna get my home, my beach house and summer house. They took all this from me, the land and a couple of million. So it looks like things are gonna work out, and I'm gonna get everything back everything back and interest. I may have to place a couple of lawsuits, which I've already have my legal team ready for the fight. And then I have to face these people. I was going to hire a special proxy lawyer to do that for me because I don't want to even look at their faces. I don't even want to look at their faces. I'm just focusing on my work, which is you guys, bringing you guys up the par. I hope you can hear me, because it's always something, right? It's always something. And the speaker of the phone is at the bottom. And as you can see, I tried to do it on the stand and it didn't work. It covered me up. That's all part of the spell words, the chaos magic, confusion spell, all that. Well, these karmics, all of my family, my brother, the kingpin, who's the main copycat, because I got like 7 copycats. They OnlyFans, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. They have my Instagram. They just did a whole mess of my accounts and stuff and breaking into my bank accounts and all that kind of stuff, And I said to myself, Bubula. That's what I call myself. Bubula. Why is the universe putting you through all of this? Are you deserving of this? Why are you going through all of this? Of course, I was, at the beginning stages, I was angry and resentful because I'm an earth angel. I'm a good person. I don't deserve these terrible, terrible, terrible experiences. But then, my altar, my guys, my being, they're telling me that I signed up for this. Now, that's the fucked up part, is that we don't know the whole story. I signed up for this. I'm supposed to be the one that you catfish, So like that, I bring the towers down to you. So that's what the universe has told me, that I am a walking, talking, breathing tower for many people who are vicious, evil, corrupt. And I'm that nigga with the big honcho nigga up there that are going to come in and take you down because you've been causing injustices, and I'm talking about the evil ones, right? You've been doing so many injustices towards the innocent and towards all those alike that the universe has said, that's enough. That's enough. So now we're going to have to send a motherfucker, which I very proudly take that title, and put you in the scene and bring in the towers and take you down. And of course, this is unbeknownst to me. I had no idea that that's what I was here to do. I thought I was just a tarot card reader and an astrologer. Well, no, it seems like I'm much more than that. And, it kind of makes sense that at 55 years old, I've had a very full life, a very abundant, a very charming life. You all know that. But I've had this wonderful abundance in every way. My life is not over yet. So I'm being called. I'm being called to do something else, to bring it up to the next level. And let me tell you something. My Aperol. Let me tell you something. I said to myself, when I become an astrologer, what's the next step? Create a school. I did that to this day, and it's running very successfully. So I thought, okay, that's it. I'm gonna run a couple of schools that I've opened up in astrology, and I have clients and students from all over the world. It was my number one dream, and I'm living it. So I'm thinking, that's it for me. I should retire and enjoy, my money and travel the world like I love to do. But Spirit told me, more needs to be done. And it has to be done at a collective level. And you have to teach the young generation, which is you, the millennials. And it's so funny. I got to tell you something. I got to share this because I think many of you, when you get to be my age, or maybe 40, 30, well, not 30, but maybe 40, many of you are going to be doing things that's not going to aid your own generation, but the one that's coming. See, I was born in the 1960s, the flower generation, okay? And I'm a product of flower children, so I'm a flower child. A lot of you guys don't understand that because that was something that of people that were born in the 60s from the baby boomers of the 50s, the 30s, 40s, and 50s, right? There are no more baby boomers left. Now we have the flower children left. And when we were born in the 60s, we were here to bring enlightenment to the world, bring love and peace to the world. It was the advent of Vietnam, right? The potential for World War II. World War III with the Cuban Missile Crisis, the releasing of the atom bomb, so much was going on in the 60s. It was called the turbulent 60s for a reason. And I was born in the turbulent 60s, at the height of it, 1967. Right? And from above, I'm looking down, saying we need to come to this planet and heal this planet. I'm looking at the planet Earth from Cyrus, my home planet. And I'm like, and all of the paladins and higher elder brothers will say, well, you need to go there and heal these people and heal the planet. Not just so much the people, but also the rest of the kingdoms in the planet. Because there's one kingdom that's controlling and destroying the other kingdoms, and that's the human kingdom. Boy, were they right. Boy, were they right. So I'm here to educate and enlighten the millennials about certain evils that we had to learn and experience through the hard knocks. I certainly don't want you to learn this way. I want you to be equipped and prepared to fight the enemy and know how the enemy gets to fight and destroy sometimes the innocent. And a lot of it has to do, believe it or not, with energy harvesting. Energy harvesting is probably one of the oldest form of witchcraft on the planet. It's easy to attack someone's energy and steal someone's energy without you knowing it. Witchcraft has especially dark witchcraft, has a lot to do with that. Taking other people's energy and using their energy to make themselves abundant while you remain poor, sick, ill health, depressed. The more they take from your energy, the more you lose out and the more they gain. It's a form of vampirism. And vampirism is a form of energy harvesting, taking from somebody else. People have done that to me all my life. And these enemies have been doing this against me and taking my energy and attaching what is called energetic cords. Energetic cords attached to your sacral, your root, your heart, your crown, and that way they can take energy from you without you even knowing it. And you could be thousands of miles away, but if you leave something behind, an article behind, a piece of jewelry, a piece of hair, anything, they can take that and create an energetic cord and attach to your sacral, your heart, your solar plexus, whatever type of energy they want to steal from you is called energetic cords. And they hire people, witches, sorcerers, magicians, or evil shamans to do this. And this has been done to me since I was a child. You know, I was always experiencing illnesses, imbalances, jumping from home to home, losing my home, losing my apartment, living on the street, living in, and I never understood why. The harder I tried, the more I failed, the more energetic I lost. I got sick. I had all kinds of illnesses. I had no idea that my own family knew who I was, and from the very beginning began to attach energetic cords to me to do whatever the fuck they wanted with me, to me, and take the essence of me for their own gain. People do this, and you'd be surprised the people that are doing this in your home, in your friends, behind your back, and for what reason and how they do it. So, and this is something that, as a very experienced magician and high priest, never had to do that towards another individual. That's why it qualifies me as an earth angel. I'm here to love and bless and heal the nations, not curse them and bind them. That's the work of the devil and those who are the iniquities. The people that love to do this to other people are usually reptilians. The reptilians are the ones that love to energy harvest from other individuals. Okay? So I did a video a few days ago about it, but I was having so many interruptions that I could not finish the video. And then when I went to see about the video was completely removed from YouTube. So know that a lot of people know about this. Don't be surprised if my channel is suddenly taken down or fucked up, because me talking about this is like the ultimate betrayal to the Illuminati, secret societies, even to the Vatican. Because it's one thing to energy harvest from another individual. It's another to energy harvest from a nation, a country, a planet. Do understand that this happens in global levels as well as in individual collective levels. So me talking about this, even though I'm not focusing on the political and global level, you get the idea. All these wars, all these conflicts globally, and not just that, a country could be at peace, and all of a sudden there's some kind of turmoil. There's like a food shortage or poisonous water. Now people are scared, anxious. That's a form of energy And whoever is causing that to occur in the collective is harvesting that energy of fear, confusion, for their own agendas to do with that energy whatever the fuck they want to do. So understand that, let me tell you something. I know something that's going to happen in the United States before you do. And it's very, very, and you know what's so funny? I've been giving dreams about this. I never talked about it because I wanted to be clear on the situation. President Biden and members of his cabinet were mentioning, and this I got on Fox News, CNN. A lot of people don't like Fox News because it is like fake news. It was created by Donald Trump, a lot of people say, and that it's fake news, it's bullshit. But you know what? I still listen to it. I still see Fox News and the different derivatives of Fox News, day and night and weekend specials, because it is there that you get a contradictory opinions and opposing facts. Then I check with other notable sources and then look at the situation at hand. Some of the tarot card readers on YouTube have been saying that there's going to be a food shortage. I gotta give a shout out to Empress Lillian, who's very good, very, very, very good at what she does. And I'm point for a young 25-year-old. And as a 55-year-old, I fully endorse her, because she's right. Everything she says is right, because I see it. And as a high priestess, or empress, emperor energy, it's my job to oversee the tarot card readers on YouTube and oversee what kind of information they're giving to the collective. And she's one of the best. And let me tell you, the prediction she's talking about concerning food shortage is absolutely real. Absolutely real. But it's not because there is a problem with Mother Nature producing produce. No. Once again, it's mankind manipulating the situation. We're getting close to voting and elections. And they're going to use all kinds of tactics, political tactics employed to sway public opinion. And nothing is more effective for a political campaign than to fuck with people's basic needs, like food, water, and shelter. This is the only card that they have left to play. I got the bathroom right there. This is the only card left to play against the collective by these elites. People have become immune to losing their jobs, losing property, being in trouble with the law, and people maneuver through it. But people have not become accustomed to going hungry. That's something that in the United States is foreign, even to the poorest of the poor. There's always abundance here. They're heading that direction to twist the arm of the collective so they can get more energy from the collective for them to exercise their agenda. So this is another form of almost like holding society at ransom, putting a gun in society's head to conceive and yield, and then you get your money or your food. This is all to control the public and harvest emotional crisis from the collective. The same emotional crisis that's induced by government. And this is what they do to cause all kinds of revolutions, wars, all that's all energy. And it's a form of harvesting. And the ones very responsible for doing this are the very ones that come up with solutions to help. Oh, yeah. And who's behind the energy harvesting of humans and the planet, the rest of the other kingdoms, the reptilians. The reptilians do this, and they are merciless, ruthless about it. The different kinds of archons. And I didn't go into the details and specifics of all of them. I might have given a few, but not all of them. But the ones that are the most dangerous to humankind and the rest of the kingdoms are the reptilians. And they don't come from the same star system that most humans come from. They are parasites, and they're here like they've always been here to break the earth of its resources. And they do this not just here, they do this in other solar systems where that's teeming with life, that they can attach these types of cords and be able to enslave people without them knowing it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Witchcraft is the art and science of manipulating people's life, people's circumstances, through the tampering of people's energy chakras. If we're to put it down in a nutshell what this is, that's what it is. Witchcraft is the science of harvesting energy to use however you want, but taking that energy from either nature, natural resources, or from people. If that is the way to gain power, to gain what you want, it is an abuse and it is evil, because one has to die for you to then be able to go up in status or whatever it is that you're going to use the energy that you harvest for. Okay? So you have to know this, that the wars that are going on, sometimes things are peaceful, then all of a sudden it's not. It's like people cannot stand to see things at peace. I guess because nothing moves when things are peaceful. It's boring, I guess, when things are peaceful and running smoothly and things are balanced. In order to get a little action, you have to stir the pot, and the reptilians, they love to stir the pot. But, they stir the pot to the point where they don't want to stop stirring the pot. And before you know it, all kinds of energies are depleted and taken from a person or a group of people or a nation or a race of people. Domination and submission for those in casualties of war or even slavery are other forms of energy harvesting. Oh yeah. So I came onto YouTube to be an astrologer and talk about astrology. And if you look at my 500 or 600 plus videos, you see that that's what I've been doing. But here's the thing. How can I put this? It's like I've been taken away from what I want to do. Now, I'm an astrologer. I'm a shaman, yes, and all other stuff, but that's not the focus of the YouTube channel. I do shamanic work when I'm not on the air. Like I'm flying out to Alabama, to Birmingham, to do a Ghostbuster type of a cleansing of a demonic house in person. Things that I've been doing since the early 90s. People never knew about that. People know me as an astrologer, but people don't know me as a shaman who goes all over the world healing and exorcising demons, because I'm also an exorcist. Those things I keep to myself. But it's funny how the universe, hold on, I gotta spit. I never thought that I will be called by the universe to explain the details, the nuts and bolts of evil and witchcraft. Because, these are things that are kept hidden, kept in secret societies, covens, and I belong to secret societies and 1 or 2 covens, of good, of light. And we keep our work behind the scenes. However, okay, sorry about that. No, that might be my end calling me because they know that I don't like being called while I'm live streaming. And I guess to get me angry and upset. That's another form of energy harvesting. And I never give people that. I'm like, okay, thank you. Who is it? But click. Before they answer, I click. To get them annoyed. The same annoyance that I get for calling in the middle of the stream. It's rude. It's rude. So, I was told by Spirit that I was put on the YouTube platform or any other platform that I choose to go to teach about these principles. So you millennials can enter the new age knowing what's going on. The bulk of the enemies is hidden, and witchcraft is the tool. And people who do this are the most cowardice people on the planet, because they don't get the balls to face you and fight you, so they have to do it behind the scenes. In relationships, we see a lot of that. We see a lot of people, when people break up, a karmic tie is created. If you break up with someone, like let's say you stop calling them, you just walk away. No explanation. Some people, it will even change their phone numbers. And people are left out in the call like, what happened? I thought everything was going great. What happened? And the person has no closure. When that happens, the person who did this to this other person, they just created a karmic tie. Because you did an injustice to this person by not letting them know why you're breaking up. So now this person has no closure. You best believe that the person who did that to this person, that's going to be done to them by somebody else. And whatever pain this person is going through, because they were left out in the cold with no explanation what usually the guy, breaks up and dumps the girl, her pain will follow this man who did this to her, unbeknownst to him, because by not having closure, they created an energetic cord to that person. Okay? So now, whatever the fucked up girl is going through, he's going to go to, and he's not going to connect it to this person. And it could be years and years and years down the line. And this cord can still be connected. And, you can get sick. You can lose energy. This is unintentional. Then you got people who intentionally can place energetic cords onto you in order to keep energy harvesting your energy. And they can take it from the solar plexus, making you sad and depressed and feeling low and worthless. Or they can take it from your root chakra, which makes you not have your dick get up, not get impotent. You don't know why your dick ain't getting up. You don't know why you can't fuck, because some bitch put an energetic cord to your root chakra for men, sacral chakra for women, to keep you bounded because you left the bitch, you left the nigga. It happens in gay relationships too. So there are many ways that people can harvest your energy, block your energy. And these people may not be witches, but they'll go to one that knows how to do it and pay good money to have it done to you. So it seems to me that my mission as an astrologer has been derailed by the universe to talk about something far more important than astrology at the moment, which is the vampirism and energy harvesting is happening on a large scale by many individuals, people that you would never suspect would do this to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you know? If you have an energetic cord attached to you by an ex-lover, ex-girlfriend, this could be done by family members. Look what happened to me. The informants and my agent, and also my shaman that I speak to that nobody knows. He tells me, Fernando, they've been putting these cords on you since you were little. Because they saw your genius. They saw that you were going to be wealthy, powerful. So they started working on you when you were young. This is not an uncommon story. I'm pretty sure that this has happened to many of you. Your life doesn't come out the way you thought it was going to be. There's problems, obstacles, opposition, adversity. Your friends don't understand you. Your family don't like you. You feel like a black sheep. None of that is by accident. It's all a conspiracy that can come from the family and friends to put you in a certain state of depression in order to harvest your energy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was told to stop the astrology for the moment and focus on this, because this is happening on a mass scale. And globally, this can happen. Wars are a form of energy harvesting. Famine, anything that can cause human misery at the hands of those who are doing it, they are harvesting energy. And in order to harvest energy for their own agenda, they have to cause misery and pain to those that they are harvesting the energy from. If you're not aware of this, on a global scale, on an individual scale, you don't know how to protect yourself. You don't know how to bounce back. And you don't know who the enemy is. That's why it's important to know yourself. Know your energy. For me, I know when someone is doing witchcraft against me. I know, because the energy that comes to me, I can feel the shift, and I'm like, oh, you're not. Listen, this is not my energy. I don't know who you are or who sent you, but out you go, and they leave because I can spot it. Of course, it didn't always start out that way. I was just as ignorant and immature and unaware as many of you are now in your 20s. And I think I had to go to this experience to show you that evil exists, and it can happen from family members, friends, those closest to you who know you the best, and that you will never suspect will be behind your demise. So I had to do this video to let you know. And I will be doing subsequent videos going into details about this so that you are protected and so you can detect who's doing it. And this also happens in the dream state too. They could put energetic cords through the dream state. Oh, Lord, you have no idea. You see, these people came for the right one. I was minding my business, doing my astrology, until they decided to come after me and start a war against me. Okay, now I'm going to finish it. Guys, please donate. Please give. 347-485-6258. That's ZELLE or Cash App, Fernando. FERNA 5 NDO. And you can always call for a reading. I'm open, ready. I will be doing the Bible code, okay? I will be doing the Bible code today. And I will be doing the book of Enoch. And I'm also going to be doing chart interpretation part 2, because I did part 1. I'll be doing 7 of those, okay? So that you know what I do when I do a professional birth chart. Okay, I have been doing a lot of cleansing. Someone did a spell against my cat, Simon, and he disappeared. I couldn't find Simon for a good 2 weeks. I finally found him. He came to me because I spoke to him telepathically, so he came back to me. But I think he found a girlfriend somewhere and he left again. But I leave him his food out there in my porch because, I live in a gated community, so he doesn't go too far, you know. So, yeah, so I've been busy dealing with that and getting myself a new look, getting myself together because we are in the winter, right? So, yeah, and these things are difficult. Oh, Lord. They are difficult to put together. No, but this is really very good and it's great energy and it protects you from being harvested of energy. Oh, but let me tell you, it is a pain in the butt. The pain. And the thing is that you cannot have help in having this done. It's energy that only you can touch. You can't have someone else as a shaman or a spiritualist. You cannot let anyone touch your head or touch your hair, which means that you have to learn to be your own hairstylist, your own makeup artist. Spirit won't allow people that are anointed or chosen to have their hair touched by anybody. It causes karma. Okay, guys. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna, if you guys want your reading, call, you know the number, you know the drill, put your monies in ZELLE, Cash App, and then within the hour or 24 hours, I'll be able to read for you, okay? And then, of course, I'm going to come and do some more readings, and I'll do some collective readings. I bought some new cards, and I'm excited to show them to you, So, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was productive. I hope it was educational. There'll be more of them coming. Now, keep your donations coming. Thank you. They're not expected, but they're always appreciated. Guys, I hope this resonates. And know that I love you.